Hello my gorgeous Sagittarius, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my gorgeous Sagittarini, and it's in between the 8th and the 14th of August 2022. You really need to listen to me very carefully, because there was something that has been on your mind for such a long time and it's driving you up the wall at this moment in time. And what was on your mind for such a long time? You want to really explain something to someone who mean to you so much, who mean to you so a lot. You want to explain to them something, and this has been on your mind and it's really starting to drain your energy. You really need to come to terms with this, because it's important for you to reconnect with that particular person that I'm talking about. And I'm talking about someone really close to you, someone really important to you, and someone who mean to you so much. But the problem is that they're doing something to themselves, and they're like damaging themselves so much. It's either to do with like some kind of addiction, or it's either to do with something like similar to things like an addiction, or someone it was so close and important to you it's just gone off the wall basically, you know, like when it comes to like really damaging themselves at this moment in time. And this could be like a pretty much so it's to do with some kind of addiction or something like that. Maybe it's just too much alcohol, maybe it's God knows what, you know, but it's just like you do know this and you are aware of this, but that was on your mind persistently. And you know what, let me tell you something, that particular person, even if you are not aware of who this is, this week you are gonna become aware of who am I talking about. I'm saying, like, you know, if you're not aware of, if you don't know who am I talking about, what am I saying right now, this week you are going to find this out, because that particular person that I'm talking about is someone very close to you, very important to you, and they will do something, they will say something at around the beginning of the week, within the first 2 or 3 days. They will do something and they will say something, and it's going to be like, oh my lord, like completely out of character. And you will know that they need your help, they need your healing, they need a little bit of your energy. In fact, my gorgeous Sagittarini, let me tell you something, you are actually the only one who can do something about it. I think that you need to shake the ground a little bit of that person, whether that person is walking you, and you know, you need to shake the ground a little bit. You need to explain yourself, you need to explain your feelings, you need to explain your emotions, whether you know who am I talking about. But I'm saying that this was on your mind for a while and you do know it. But in a case if you're not aware of it, you are going to become aware of who is that person within the next 2 or 3 within the first a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. You will be aware of exactly who this person is, because they're going to tell you something, or they're going to do something that is completely out of character. You are the only one who can help them, but you are going to feel worried at the same time that you're going to say something that is going to upset them, because I think that we are talking about someone who is really passionate, but also someone who can get things very wrong at a time. Like you say them one thing but they take it in their own way, and this is purely due to their own sensitivity, and it's nothing to be taken personally. Listen to me so carefully, very carefully. You have got the power. I know I don't want to sound like, oh my god, he's gone all dark, but you have got the power to literally save their life. You have got a power, you have got a certain information, you know something that is literally going to, it's going to literally bring them down on the ground. It's going to ground them, it's going to center them. But first of all, you do know, of course, that when you say this to that person, it's going to upset them. It's going to like, oh my God, you know, it is going to upset them, but they need to get to, they need to get to this stage. They need to get to this point to understand and to become aware of exactly what they are doing and what implications this actually has on other people around them who really love them so much. So this is something primarily that I need you to understand. And I know that you're gonna say to me probably like, oh my god, what is he talking about, blah blah blah. No baby, no. People in our lives are really important. I do not believe that people can have 100 best friends and all that nonsense. No, baby, no. It doesn't work like that. If you have got a 100 best friends, then you've been lied to, because they're not your best friends. You know what I mean? What am I trying to say is that there are only like a few people who we have on this spiritual journey that are meant to be really important to us, really special, whether these are like immediate family members or whether these are like the few best friends. You know, it doesn't really matter. Those are the ones that are meant to be on our spiritual journey. You fix that person, you heal this person. This is gonna get back to you 1,000,000 times. In fact, over the next 3 months, it's gonna be absolutely mind-blowing when it comes to your life, because this is going to also cause a butterfly effect, which is going to reflect on the thing that you are primarily trying to achieve at this moment in time. I'm not saying that you should just help this person because, oh my god, you're gonna get karmically something out of it. No baby, no. But I just want you to understand how everything is actually connected. So within the next 3 months, you are really going to be busy, and something is really going to shift so much energy wise, but it's to do with the current project that you are on. You see how everything is connected, like amazing. And also talking about the beginning of the week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, what you need to understand here, I really like this so much. Listen to me, it's not only about that particular person. I know I went off, but it's like at the beginning of the week, you are really going to have an unexpected change, an amazing, a mind-blowing, a really important unexpected change. This is going to surprise you so much, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and I'm so happy because it's also to do with you waiting and waiting and waiting. So the energy at the beginning of the week is going to be different. Why? Because everything is going to start shifting at this moment in time. So at the beginning of the week, you're also going to have a sudden change, sudden shift. It's bringing you an information that is gonna really surprise you, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And this information that you're gonna have is going to be all about this surprising achievement. It's really you're gonna become aware of the achievement, and this is going to surprise you so much. It's gonna make you feel really good. It's gonna make you feel whole. It's gonna make you feel like a really really good about yourself. But also, most importantly, almost immediately, you're gonna be thinking like, oh my god, what am I gonna do next? What am I gonna do next? So this in itself is bringing a very powerful energy on its own, let alone everything else that is going to come after that moment in time. So surprising achievement that you are going to become aware of, it's also in itself going to give you the whole new sense of the direction that you found yourself at. And it's also going to show you which part of your life it's actually making a progress. And it's not only about making a progress, but having this momentum, because it's all about expansion and also understanding, that you need to stay committed to this plan. You will know exactly, by having this surprising achievement, you will know exactly which plan do you need to be committed to. Ignore absolutely everything else around you. There is a lot that is gonna be going on the outside in terms of a very, really strange informations that are gonna surprise you, shake you up in its own way, but it's something that you should just leave aside and just focus on this at this moment in time. Because by you just staying committed to the plan and knowing exactly which plan you should actually stay committed to, there is so much that you're going to start looking forward when it comes to your life. And it's going to show you really nicely and beautifully that there is something that you need to explore. And when you find out what do you need to explore, what do you need to investigate, you're also going to become aware of some kind of a learning experience, something else that you need to learn, something else that you need to bring into your life. But most importantly, when you find yourself in this explore, you will need to explore a bit more, you will need to explore a bit further. And this is going to make you feel really good, optimistic. It's going to make you feel quite ecstatic, but something is going to happen completely out of the blue, completely spontaneously, when you find yourself investigating and exploring, and something it's really going to surprise you, spontaneously. You are gonna act in a certain way, and then once you act in a certain way, what you're gonna find out, it's really gonna be mind-blowing. What you're gonna find out, they're gonna be a bright prospects in a part of your life at the time when you did not think about that this is gonna happen right now whatsoever. So there are very bright prospects, very important bright prospects that you're actually going to become aware of. And this is going to be a sign that a very negative and slow and unusual stage of your life, it's slowly coming to an end. But also, you're going to become aware of some kind of competition, but it's not as such a competition. But you will know that after this moment in time, it's all about you working on yourself, how you can improve yourself, how you can stay true to yourself, and just you about staying consistent and persistent, Just remember the tact is necessary to maintain pace no matter what is going on in your life. This is what you need to remember. And the competition, when I'm seeing competition so strongly, it means that you need to shine as bright as you possibly can in order to show your energy and show yourself in those areas of your life that mean to you the most, in terms of like you working on them, but you making the most of them, but throwing yourself in as many opportunities as you possibly can. Test the water as much as you can throughout this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, because the more you test the water, the more you're going to find out about yourself. By the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, there is something so amazing that is going to appear in your life, something that was missing for such a long time, but you weren't even aware of it. So this is also going to be such an amazing reconnection that is going to happen. But going back to the beginning of the week, so it's all about the intuitive awareness that is going to shot up like a big mama. You know, trust your inner voice, my gorgeous Sagittarini, because it's going to be the contemplation that you were thinking about over the last 2 months. You know, the contemplation that you were thinking about, it's all about you may not even know what this contemplation is, but I will tell you what the answer to that contemplation is. The answer to that contemplation is something that was on your mind persistently over the last 2 months. There was a crazy contemplation. The answer to this contemplation is discipline. You must stay true to yourself, and it's to do with the training, consistency, and practice. This is the answer to your contemplation that was on your mind. It was driving you like up the wall over the last 2 months. The simple answer to that contemplation is a discipline, training, consistency, and practice. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, you are going to have two very interesting and unusual ideas. One is going to be good, the other one is going to be bad. Okay, the one is going to be bad, the other way around, the one is going to be bad, the other one is going to be good. So the first one, that it's going to be bad, you're almost immediately you're going to become aware of it, because it's going to give you the feeling of, oh God, the difficulty in starting this, oh I don't know, difficulties to start this, it's difficult to start this project, it's difficult to start this new project, it's a difficult situation arising, oh it's going to bring me new trouble, oh it's going to bring me embarrassment, oh it's going to bring me worry, it's instantly going to bring me concern, no baby no. So you will know, obviously, like you will know that the first one is no baby no. So don't go towards the darkness when you know it's way too dark to see. So don't worry about it. But the second one, so the first one would be bring you disappointment anyway, but you will be aware of all these feelings and emotions, so you will know. But the second idea, now this is a big mama in so many different ways. The second idea, it's almost immediately going to inspire you. It's gonna put you on the spiritual quest where you will know, oh my God, this feels good, yeah. You will want more out of life, and you will realize how things that are getting on your nerves now are becoming even more significant. They're even more drifting away from you. So that is going to be a call that it's time to change your life. This is going to put you on the spiritual quest, and you will know it, because it's going to require from you to kind of move on. And that in itself, it's also going to make you aware of your own wish, how much you want kind of your life to actually change. So this is the second idea. It's going to be the one which is going to immediately going to put you on the spiritual quest. And this is because one phase is at this moment in your life about to come to an end, and the new phase, it's about to begin. And that in itself, it's going to require from you to kind of like a really to take a leadership role and to step into the spotlight. So this is it. This is what I was talking about. Just throw yourself into as many opportunities as you possibly can, and communicate. By communicating and talking and putting your foot down and taking a leadership role, you are going to find out more and more about yourself, and more about the new direction that you want to take, that you want to bring into your life right now. What is happening right now, it's going to make you feel so happy, ecstatic, excited. It's going to make you feel really optimistic, and it's just going to reflect on so many other things in your life. So basically, it's all about you understanding that you need to communicate and put your foot down but at the same time keep your eyes on the big picture. And also what I highly suggest you throughout this week, to communicate your vision. Absolutely, the more you talk about your vision, the more you to communicate about all these things, the more powerful you're actually going to be, especially when it comes to you understanding that this is to do with the actual divine will. So now it's all about you letting go of fear as well that was holding you down. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you are gonna have a feeling like, oh my god, like you want to improve, and you will know exactly what am I talking about here. You will be facing the part of your life where you will know that you want to improve, but this is also to do with things that have been on your mind over the last 25 days quite a lot, and you wanting to improve. So by you thinking how you want to improve, there are two things that are going to be playing an important role. Number one, you're going to realize, the worst is actually over. You're gonna realize when you find yourself like having this just a little bit of internal struggle, it's to do with the personal challenge where you will want to improve, which is natural, which is normal. Your spirit is calling you to expand on your spiritual journey, which is brilliant. This is a very powerful and an important signal in your life on this spiritual journey. So as soon as you become aware of the moment what you want to improve in your life at the end of the week, that moment in time you will realize that the worst came to an end. And also another thing that you're gonna realize, the importance of people in your life. Okay, you will realize that you need to reconnect with people in your life, and you need to reconnect with a certain people in your life. Okay, this is the time. Now it's time. And also on another hand, when it comes to the end of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, what else I was going to say, that if someone, this is so important, if someone is going to try to push something to you, someone is going to try to give you something, someone is going to try to make you to do something, almost like, I do not like this person whatsoever, I'm sorry. So if someone is really pushy at the end of the week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, if someone is trying to kind of tell you something to do something that you don't want to do, please just remember this, just stay away from that person whatsoever, and do not, very simple thing I'm going to tell you, but don't do things that that are bad for you. Okay, this is very important. This is what people sometimes do wrong. Their intuition is telling them one thing, but then if they've been if they've been tortured to do something or whatever, it's just don't do things that that are bad for you. And at the same time, someone's mask is going to be fallen, so you will know which people are honest and which people are dishonest, or which person is honest or which person is dishonest. You will know, because the certain mask is going to fall, and this is going to be brilliant for you, because you will know who you can trust, who you can't trust anyway. And also, what I really like the end of the week, because you are going to have you're going to become aware of an unrealized project just completely out of the blues. It's going to come to you when you wake up the first thing in the morning, or while you're meditating, or while you're relaxing, or while you're chilling out, while you're at this particular stage when it comes to your mind. There is a lot that comes to us while you're in this relaxed stage, okay? And you're gonna realize this unrealized project, and that in itself, it's really kind of gonna make you aware of a really a fresh start. You just by you realizing this unrealized project, that in itself, it's actually going to make a fresh start. That in itself is going to start manifesting this fresh start, just you realizing unrealized project, because this is a strong part of your karma, strong part of your spiritual journey. It's going to ring differently, and it's also going to make you feel very spontaneous and carefree just by thinking about it. And there is going to be some kind of inexperience around it, but then again, the fact that you're going to become aware of the boundless potential is just going to take over, and that in itself is going to put you in a mode of the adventure. You're going to be thinking, oh my god, about this and about that, and then that is going to increase your daring feeling within, and it's going to make you aware of a variety of options. And this is all about the French inspiration, enthusiasm. It's all about you exploring exploring, starting up a project and realizing the new direction. And when you become aware of the breaking news as well, that is nothing to do with your life, this is only going to confirm every single thing, every single situation that you had throughout this week, that you are thinking correctly, you are doing the right thing. And even more so, it's going to show you exactly how powerful and how resilient you are. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.